Hey everyone, we're here with Kellen from Hashtronaut. Uh, you may have seen our interview with Rob. Hashtronaut fucking rules.
Thank you.
We're really going to talk a bit about Legalize Lex and what else is going on. Um, you guys, when you guys were here, you did not play Owls. You played Green Lantern.
Yep, it was a great night. Those crop boys know how to throw a party.
Yeah, that was a good time. And of course,
Yeah, it was.
you guys Crop and the Fuzzwitch guys is like, fuck
Those
yeah.
are our road dog boys for life right there.
Yeah, those dudes fucking rock.
Hmm.
So obviously all three of those bands are on the Legalize Lex fucking bill. Have you have you seen it?
I did it. Braun just sent it to me yesterday. It's absolutely stacked.
Yep.
Horse burners on there, which is awesome. I'm so excited to finally get to see those guys
Same.
live.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're just, honored that we were asked to play either night. So
Hell yeah. Do you know which I'm not even going to ask which night because we're still so far out. I'm sure there's still like routing things going on.
I think the schedules are set, but I'm not going to ruin the surprise for anybody. So
Good thinking.
yeah,
I'm like, I need to text Braun and be like, hey dude, what's going on? What night? I mean, I'll be there both nights, so I don't give a shit.
yeah, they're both stacked. I know that we're playing later in the evening is what I'll share. So
Okay, cool.
yep,
That'll be fun.
excited to be back in Lexington. We had a blast. Like I said, I did lose my earplugs when we were there last time, which made the rest of the whole run a little bit difficult. But now I have a GPS tracker in them, so it won't happen again.
Dude, I was telling my wife I need new earplugs and I don't know how she didn't know. Like I have tinnitus real bad.
Yeah.
And she said I said I was talking to an audiologist and they suggested um hearing aids, not because I really need to hear, but because it'll play like white noise, brown noise, whatever, and
Right.
get rid of the ringing. And she goes, "You have ringing in your ears?" Like, yeah. She goes,
Yeah.
how did I not know this? I'm like, I don't know. I thought everyone fucking knew I had it.
I just thought everyone else had it.
Yeah,
You know, like, wait, it actually gets quiet for you?
right.
Whoa.
Like you don't hear the whole time.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh man, you're missing out. You never have
Right.
to be in silence ever again.
Fuck. So that, when you guys ran down to Ripple Fest, was there a show that stood out to you as like this was the fucking epitome, like
I
the best
mean,
show of the run?
it's we have a philosophy that, and it's not a philosophy, every night is our favorite show because playing live is our favorite thing to do. So it doesn't matter, if we're playing in a basement to two people that are also playing the show, or if we're playing Sagebrush in Austin for closing out Ripple Fest. Like every night just absolutely was memorable in its own way. I will say being in New Orleans was awesome. Being able to grab a drink from the beverage and walk back to the hotel was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's always nice,
Sure
Like
is.
I don't have to finish this right now. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And I can just stroll. Awesome.
Yeah. My how things are different where I am.
Where are you? Oh, you're in
Well, I live in Louisville.
that's right. That's right. I'm based in Seattle. So it's a little bit in between. It's not quite as loose as New Orleans, but
Right. So how long have you been in Seattle?
I've been in Seattle for a year.
Okay.
Everyone else is based out of Denver. I fly Frontier more than I'd like to admit uh, to get back to Denver, but it's been a great motivator.
Hell yeah. I guess you went for work, huh?
Yeah, my wife's a smart person and got a awesome job, so we made the move, and it's a really cool. The music scene here is fantastic.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
legendary for a reason. It's continued to hold up.
Fuck yeah. We were there. eight, 8.5, 9 years ago,
Hmm.
and had a killer time. We stayed right down on one of the harbors, and it was super nice because everything was so walkable.
Yeah, it is. It's a real walkable city. The subway will get you wherever you need. There's so much good food everywhere.
Yeah,
It's great.
yes, fucking killer. Is there, so I'm assuming you've checked out venues there.
Mhm.
Which venue stands out to you as like the venue you really like to go to?
Man, I really like El Corazon. Um, it's walkable from my house, which is nice. There's a famous pole right in the middle of the stage, which sounds like a nightmare to play, but it's kind of hilarious to watch people avoid. Let's see, Substation is fantastic. That's where we played when we were up here in May, and they just made us feel so welcome. And the venue itself is laid out beautifully. The sound is great. Bar is great. They have a couple different rooms. So that place is great as well.
Fuck yeah.
Mm,
I haven't been to that one. Where did we go?
yeah,
There
that's
was,
up in Ballard. It's a little bit outside of like center city. But it's a cool, trendy neighborhood around there. And like as a musician, you look at the venue is right next to the practice space. So if you have a space there, you can just load your gear over and not have to put it in a van, and that just sounds like a dream.
hell yeah, it does.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think that's what everyone wants, right? Like
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I don't really want to load my fucking gear anywhere. I just want to play. Okay.
Yeah, I got these wheels for a reason. Let's just roll it up the hallway and
Yeah. And
so
fucking
nice.
go. We
Especially
did.
with the amount of gear that we bring in every night. It'd be nice to minimize the lifting.
Yeah. I mean, when you guys fucking hit it big, you can just hire people and you just,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there is big in this field, you know. We have fun playing what we do, and the couple of times that we did have like stagehands, we didn't know what to do. You know, we basically just gave them a high five and carried half our stuff ourselves.
hell yeah. That's funny. So I think like in the Doom and the Stoner realm, it's constantly like the ceiling is fucking. I'm gonna call it a glass ceiling because it constantly gets broke. You look at like High on Fire is,
Yeah,
they're really fucking. I think opening a lot of doors for a lot of people. Um,
100%.
Reminds me a lot of like thrash in the '80s. Seeing like Metallica and Slayer start to open fucking doors for other bands and
I feel like they're kind of following a similar trajectory as a band like Mastodon, you know,
mm,
who started super underground and with their evolution with each album just kind of continued to level up until, I mean, they're one of the biggest rock bands in the entire world right now. So, you know, High and Fire, they're incredible musicians. Jeff is, I took some lessons from him for a bit, and the dude is just an incredible musical mind. It's wild. Seeing what
yeah,
he's doing with the double neck semitone, like sky's the limits for those guys, and we're just here, you know, catching what else, you know, the benefits of it.
for sure. And Mastodon. I actually just saw Mastodon um, on the 28th up in
Oh
Indiana,
hell yeah.
and I'll see them every chance I get because they put on such a great fucking live show. Um,
I hadn't seen them for a long time until a summer or so ago when they were on tour with Gojira, and they re-blew my mind.
yeah,
It was a little unfortunate for them that Gojira played after because those dudes just fuck.
yeah.
Uh, but Macedon definitely impressed.
Yeah, we did. I caught that in Nashville. And the coolest thing was there was this little kid who was just loved fucking Gojira. He was probably 10 or 11, super cool, hanging out, and I wanted him to feel confident or, comfortable because we were in the pit. I'm
Hmm.
like, it's all right, dude. Like, we'll take care of you. You'll be fine. I got you. And by the end of the night, we had him up on the fucking, up the end of
Fuck
Gojira, we had him
yes.
up on the rail so he could really get into it.
That's so
And
cool.
I knew one of the security guards. I said, "Hey, dude, hand me that fucking set list." And he hands it to me, and I give it to the kid. I'm like, "Here, dude, fucking." he was like, "Here, mom, throw it away." I'm like, "No, don't throw that away, dude. Fucking keep
No,
that." Like,
never. Yeah, it's cool to like one of the coolest things about being involved in this scene is getting to be part of those moments. You know, when we opened for High on Fire last year, at the end of the show, Matt's throwing some picks and one bounced like right in front of the barrier. And I was able to, grab it and give it to this little kid and just the look on their face, like that kid's a metal fan for life.
oh yeah.
It's just super cool.
Was Murphy on that tour? I don't think he was. So Murphy is he does tour manage for High on
Oh,
Fire.
gotcha. No, I believe their manager's name is Tomas.
Okay.
Yeah.
He so Murphy plays in Blessed Black, which is
Okay.
Cincinnati based band, which
Yep.
I fucking
Very
love those
familiar.
dudes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they rip.
they fucking absolutely do. I think they've got volume 3 coming out soon. Like, yeah, let's fucking do it. I was actually hoping they would be on Legalize Lex again this year, but
Yeah, sometimes the more I do this, the more I learn that sometimes you just don't schedule back to back. It increases the demand, and
yeah,
there's such a business side to all of this and strategy that I'm glad other people do.
yeah. I'll play the same place every night. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If the people keep coming, I'll keep going.
Uh, so what other bands for Legalize Lex are you looking forward to really being see and play and on the bill with?
I mean, like we mentioned earlier, the crop guys, the Temple of the Fud Switch guys. I'm just excited to get to hang out with those dudes and getting to watch them play is just the most awesome bonus. So for me, that's definitely the highlights. There are a lot of new bands for me that I'm excited to get to hear with very stoned ears and just get to be part of it.
Yeah. There's, there's a few bands on there that I'm not super familiar with.
Hmm.
Obviously, like I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys again. Um,
Thank you.
I thought you guys fucking ripped at the Green Lantern. Uh, you know,
That was such a fun show.
it fucking really, I was expecting not as many people to be there as showed up, so I was pleasantly surprised.
It was a weird night of the week and like it just felt like a house party. It was
Yeah.
great.
I think Green Lantern shows always feel like a house party.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's fucking just a lot of fun. Trying to think like who else is on there? Pond Digger, dude.
Yeah.
They fucking they played a show. Let's see, who was it? It was Blessed Black. Was it the Fuzzwitch guys? And Crop?
Hell yeah.
So like and Pond
That's
Digger
a
like opened the night and holy fuck, I was like, what's going on here? So
fuck yeah. I saw that there's a playlist made for all of the legalized Lex bands that Braun posted on the Facebook. So I'm gonna be digging into that heavy.
fuck
And we'll be
yeah.
blasting that on the road on our way there.
Yeah. Now it makes me wonder. I don't know if Pond Digger is on Spotify or something, but I gotta check it out. I gotta get them on the fucking show too.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, we're fucking 4.5 months out from 4.5 months. I don't want to wait that long.
It's 3.5, right?
No,
Because we're already in January.
just
So
started
February,
January.
March, April, 3.5. Oh no, it
Okay.
sounds better.
Yeah, I'll, I'm with that. I'm just like, it's so far away. I want it to
It's
fucking
stoner math.
happen.
It's gonna be here before we know it.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
it it will be a fucking fantastic it'll be a fantastic weekend. Are you guys planning on playing like a show after at another festival?
No, we're gonna do a tour leading up to Legalize. That'll be our last show on the road, and then we're working on a 420 show back in Denver.
Okay.
So we're going to be playing. We've got a few lined up with Temple of the Fuzzwitch and their neck of the woods. Then we're going to hit the Northeast, come down, and finish up in Kentucky there.
Hell yeah. Good old
Yeah, it's going to be a
Kentucky.
fun run.
Oh, for sure. You guys didn't do the Northeast when you ran last time.
No, this will be a first for us. We didn't go east to Detroit last year, so this will be mostly uncharted territory. Rob and I are East Coast kids, so it's going to be fun to take the other guys back and show them how dirty and weird it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And man, how fucking dirty and weird it really is.
dude, right? Yeah, I'm excited. We're playing the Middle East in Boston, which is one of those famous venues that I grew up going to. So it's just going to be cool to show them some of the old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Some cool breakfast sandwiches.
Which, dude, I'll tell you, last time I was in Boston, we flew in for the Shadows Fall reunion.
Oh man,
That fucking
Shadows
place.
Fall was like for me in high school. Shadows Fall was one of those like seminal bands.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Especially
they
being
shaped.
from that area, you know?
Yeah, I saw one of probably the most Massachusetts. So I grew up in Vermont, but went to school in Boston. One of the most Massachusetts thing I'll ever say is I saw Shadows Fall play during Game Two of the ALCS in 2004 at a venue right behind the Green Monster, and they were given updates of the ball game in between songs, and it was wild.
That's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it was the release party for the Art of Balance, I believe. So it was limited to like 400 people at the Avalon. It was just a really cool night.
Yeah, that's fucking
Sox
cool.
lost, but other than that, it was awesome.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You take you it comes and goes. Well,
Yep.
and obviously at least they broke the curse, right?
Yep.
Like
Exactly. So,
I know. So I'm a Detroit kid. That's where I fucking
okay.
grew up. So I feel the same way about the Lions right now. Like, oh my God.
Dude, I'm pulling for the Lions. I need the Lions to win it. I just need the Chiefs not to.
Yeah, yeah, fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Let Lions Bills. That's what fucking needs to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take either, honestly.
That'd be fucking dope.
Yep. Anyone but.
So, what does the band, other than Legalize Lex, what do you guys have going on over the next like 12 months?
So we're planning to pick up where we left off in 24. We're working on that spring tour. I think we're looking at like 14 dates. We've been working on a new album. We've got some jam time coming up in the next couple of weeks to kind of solidify the first half of the new album and get some new things going for the road, so that we can play some new songs. And we're just kind of keep grinding like we have been. Um, Try and play as many shows to as many eyes and ears as we can.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah,
think
it's
I think the
fun. We
Go
we
ahead.
just we just love being on the road and riding around the country in a van, and it's wild that I'm almost 40 and I get to do this. So we'll keep doing it as long as people let us.
Or as long as you make the way, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You want me to come play? All right, let's fucking do this.
Even if you don't, if you let us in the door, I'll still come.
Hell yeah. So what got you into music like originally?
My parents, so I don't really know. Music just seems like it was always there. My parents were never especially fanatical about music. But I remember them having a collection of vinyl as a kid in this big stereo system with multiple turntables and the receiver that was on this rolly cart and speakers that were this tall that they never used. And it was just always there. So I got into that. And as I started playing in middle school, I started playing saxophone. And then that wasn't cool. And I wanted to learn how to play guitar, and that was it for me. Being a kid of the early 2000s, I had some questionable musical tastes, And there was one specific time that I remember being at Circuit City, and my dad took a look at a couple of CDs that I was getting and shook his head and was like, "All right, but if you're gonna get these, you have to get these. You're gonna have to let me get two for you as well." And he got me Master of Reality, and Number Four.
Hell yeah.
And that was the kind of a turning point that sent me off towards where I am, you know. Then in the early 2000s, there were a lot of bands, especially in the Northeast, like ISIS, that would always come through. And they were the first like doom band that I ever saw, and that got me hooked.
I would have, that's a band that I would have absolutely loved to fucking see.
Oh man, we are so lucky because we got to see them a dozen times. We saw them open for the Melvins. It was just wild. They were a local band.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. There wasn't anything like that. Well, in my time in Detroit, we didn't have
Hmm.
anything like that, but I left. When did I leave Detroit? 93. I'm fucking old.
Yeah, I don't like thinking about that. 93 is still 12 years ago.
Yeah. No, no,
It's not.
no. No, I still think 20 years ago was fucking 1980.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
Not even close. Like, what
Nope.
the fuck is wrong with me? Uh, but we did, for us or for me growing up, it was a lot of like, it's a lot of local bands that we would go see.
Hmm.
There was a music hall right down the road and a lot of fucking house parties. And I didn't really get into going to like club shows and going out and seeing touring bands until I was probably in my 20s. But from there, it's all fucking downhill.
I mentioned, we grew up in such a cool scene in Burlington, Vermont. There was this venue called 242 Main that had a stage about this high. But we saw Dillinger Escape playing there, ISIS there, Converge, Nails, like a lot of just seminal, like legendary bands now. Used to just roll through when we were 15, 16 years old, and it was just normal. It's
Yeah.
Friday night. We're going down to 242. Who's playing? I know Converge and Nails. Oh, cool. Let's see what's happening. You know, it's so different from how it is today, but
Yeah.
it's just full of high school kids. It's
That's,
weird.
but in those times there were so
Yeah.
many I feel like there were so many all ages shows and now
Yeah.
they're they're all like your age. You know what I
It's
mean?
been the same people at the same shows
Yeah.
for the last 20 plus years, which is to loop back why it's cool to be able to see those moments, up front with Mastodon or High on Fire, to kind of see some new blood into there because I remember the old adage, like there was always that one guy, the balding guy that stood in the back of doing
Yeah.
this. And now we're all that guy.
Yeah.
Like it's not funny anymore.
Now it's funny because
Yeah, it is because now clearly I'm the bald guy standing still in the back. So yeah,
yeah. Yeah, when we were at fucking Mastodon, like that, it doesn't get real crazy at a Mastodon show,
no.
but I'm standing back, like room between me and the person in front of me. I'm not real tall. So
Hmm.
if someone tall gets in front of me, I have to like maneuver. So I'm like perfect distance, like I'm all right. I can see right here. There's a group of like 8 or 10 of us, and everyone's like, "Hey, let's move up." I'm like, no, if I do, I can't see.
Yeah, I've got
I'm
my spot.
I'm a
I've
short
got this
motherfucker.
line of sight.
Yeah, I can see everyone. I'm totally good, you know?
Hmm.
Fuck. Trying to teach my son is 6'3". He's fucking tall as shit.
Damn.
I go to a fucking show and I'm like, "Hey, can I get on your shoulders, dude?" Like, uh, but I'm getting him. He's getting to a point now where he'll go out to more shows with me, which is
Oh, hi,
super
Simone.
cool. Hey, hi,
Get that.
puppy. Mine is, she's just fucking chilling.
Yeah, she's been asleep. She saw a camera and had to come get some time.
I'm here too, fucker.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Oh shit. Who, what has been like your favorite live show to go see?
Ooh, dang, that's a hard one. Um, I'll go recently. In the past year or so, I got to go see Botch like 6 times on their reunion farewell tour, and that was awesome. It was so nostalgic of of high school, and it was literally a high school reunion. I saw people I haven't seen in 15, 20 years, all over the country. And but then the music has aged perfectly,
Yeah.
and their live performance is better than ever. So, that for me over the past year or so has to be the top.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. One show that sticks out is they played in San Francisco with Kowloon Walled Cities,
Okay.
uh, right there. Um, and I got to a buddy of mine knows people, and we got to watch sound check and kind of help load some gear at the end of the night, and it was just like a wild full circle moment to 15-year-old me to 40-year-old me. So that was very, very memorable.
So fucking surreal to have those things happen where you grow up and you're like, man, that band is so awesome. And then you're like there with them, like, oh,
Yeah, dude.
what the fuck
Yeah.
is going on?
Yeah, that's one of the coolest things about being in Hashtronaut is like we've met those people that 15-year-old us, or some of those people that that we just like idolized as kids, and now we are able to associate even on the fringe with is just a really cool experience, and it helps keep it, I'm a 12-year-old,
Yeah.
through all of this, and it's just so cool.
I think that's the best part of, you know, for me too, right? Being
Hmm.
just even adjacent, going to shows and seeing bands, and 13-year-old me would have been like, what, I want to do that when I grow up, and now I'm doing it. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
You know?
it's literally a dream come true, a lot of the stuff that we get to do,
Oh
like
yeah.
like playing these festivals like Ripple Fest and Legalize, and it's cool.
It
It's
is
not
cool.
lost. That's for sure.
Hell yeah. What what band for you is that one band that you were like, man, I never thought that we would ever play with them, but we did, and it was fucking amazing.
High on Fire. High on Fire has been one of those bands that I've followed for the last 20 years. I saw them with Mastodon and Death Clock in Albany back in like '05,
Oh
something
shit.
like that.
Yeah.
And, just looking back on that and the literal dozen plus times I've seen them in between, it never really hit me that we would share a stage, or like, it was wild to be up there setting up your amps, fiddling with your knobs, and then looking back and seeing Matt Pike's amps, and just being like, whoa, this is real, man.
Yeah.
That was just really cool.
That's cool as
And
fuck.
Paul Bearer was another one of those. They were on that same show, and to watch professionals like that up close is just inspiring, and really kind of shows you what you need to do.
Yeah, those fucking dudes. But both those bands, I love the shit out of both those
Hmm.
bands.
Yeah, unbelievable.
To see, to see where heavy music is going, as far as like crowd size and popularity is, it's super awesome to see from a fan's perspective,
Hmm.
because I want the bands that I like to not stop making music, right? And so when
Yeah,
the crowd size grows and more people show up, it's like, oh, they're not going to stop. They keep getting fucking better and better. Like High on
yeah,
Fire, dude. Cometh the Storm was what a fucking killer album that was.
Yeah, that was a whole new level. Like I mentioned, Jeff's double neck guitar bass with the semitones, and that's just wild next level stuff that we'll never even think about.
Right.
We're not nearly that talented. We have fun, but we're not nearly that talented.
I'm not that smart, man. I feel like that
No,
all the time. Like
no.
I would never think of doing something like that. Like just give me the fucking this and I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's important to be aware, not try too hard.
Yeah. And Cody fucking crushes on those drums, dude.
Dude, he's in a crazy person to watch on the drums. I swear half the time he's hovering like a few inches above his throne.
Yeah.
It's just wild. The guy's
It
pure energy.
I saw him in Detroit in May. I went up to
Hmm.
Detroit and fucking it was like my birthday weekend or whatever. So we go to the show and I'm side stage and I'm just watching Cody like this dude is a fucking madman. Like the
Yeah. And he plays with small logs for
yeah,
drumsticks. Like it's just wild, really cool to watch. He
just
I did you ever get to see High on Fire with Dez on drums?
I did not.
I Dez is such a powerful drummer, and like he's a really hard guy to replace. I feel like they did the best that you could find. Their styles match very well, and plays the drums like an instrument rather than just strictly percussion.
Yeah. It's hard to find people who can bring all those intricacies together
Hmm.
and not just boom, ta, boom, you know?
Yep. Dave from Russian Circles is another. Like you can hear a damn melody in his drums. It's
Yeah,
wild.
fucking powerhouse for sure.
Yeah.
And again, Russian Circles, what a great show those dudes fucking put on.
Unreal. I'm so excited to see them on this upcoming tour with Pelican.
Oh,
Yeah. Simone.
like, Dad, I'm still here.
Yeah, when this is all done, I think I have to go check in, hang
Yeah.
out with the dog,
Like,
demanding attention.
like, I'm here. Fuck
Yep,
with me. All right,
exactly.
just hold on. My, I'm, s- I have to do it in the basement because if I don't, my dogs will harass me the whole time. My my wife actually said we were talking about it the other day because our kids are getting older, and she's like, when they move out, you can turn one of their rooms into like your area. I'm like, I don't think that'll work. She's like, because of the dogs? I'm like, yeah, because of the fucking dogs. Like, if I
Yeah,
if
it's
if I go in
it's
one of
their
the
it's
rooms,
their house. You just have to adapt your filming
100
schedule and location.
100%. If I
Maybe if
go
you
in,
get like a stand desk.
oh, that's I've actually got a stand desk, but the ceiling is so low down here, I can't use it. But
Perfect.
so if I go in one of the fucking rooms, the dogs are all at the door, whining, barking, and scratching. Like,
No, no.
fuck. God forbid a leaf blows outside. But I'm like,
Oh yeah.
oh
Yeah,
gosh.
my dog's the same way. She stays right at the window looking for all the leaves, all
Yeah,
the other dogs.
mailman, whatever's fucking
Yeah, exactly.
powering by. So are you guys in how far are you from like Capitol Hill?
I'm in Capitol Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, I live right across the highway from Elkhor Zone, right on the west side of Capitol Hill.
Gotcha. I gotta think. So is El Corazon just like it's just a little dive bar, isn't it?
I think it probably used to be. It's gotten bigger. I think it holds like 400 to 600 people now.
Okay.
They have some pretty big shows there. I saw Yob there not too long ago, and that was wild. But they managed to pack them in real good.
Hell yeah.
Yep, Numos is right down the street. Um, that's in Capitol Hill.
Yeah. We did we did elk so we we started day drinking, early
Hmm. Yeah.
and fucking made our way up Capitol Hill to Numos. It was Inter Arma was playing that night.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I was like, let's do this. And I was so fucking trashed by the time we got to the show. Like, I don't remember it at all.
Well, then the next time will be the first time.
Yeah,
It's
now
always exciting.
I've seen them 2 or 3 times, but yeah, I would love to fucking come back out and see Seattle in a sober-ish mind.
Yeah, sober-ish. The beers here is too good to do it fully sober.
Uh,
It-
but I
if you make it out here, hit me up. I'll show you the spots.
all right, I quit drinking, so
Well, I'll show you where they make some great sodas.
all right, I'm totally down. I don't
We'll show you the chowder, the ramen. Yeah, it's great. Great
hell
food.
yeah. So we also did we went and saw the Mariners play White Sox while we were out there, and
Hmm.
that was really cool because I'd never been to that field before.
Yeah, that ballpark rules. Great view of downtown. My favorite part is the $7 sausage, chips, and water deal that you can take into the ballpark.
How fucking
It's the
awesome is
best.
that, dude?
Yep, it's fantastic.
Like I feel like you go to any fucking ball game anymore and you're not getting out of there. If you go alone, you're not getting out of there for less than like $50.
Oh yeah. I mean, you spend $7 on all that, you still feel like you stole it.
Yeah. But there was a field the guy said, God, I'm trying to think. I don't remember who it is, but he was like, you come here to have a good fucking time. I don't want you spending a lot of money. So they slashed all the fucking prices and
Hell
everything's
yeah.
$2.
That's awesome.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I want to go there just to say I spent $2 on a fucking on
Yeah. I,
everything.
I just want to support that. I want to show
Yeah,
that that's a successful business model.
that's cool as fuck. Have you, are you a real big baseball guy?
Not as much as I used to be, growing up a Red Sox fan in the 90s and, I was a huge baseball fan. We lived and breathed the Red Sox.
Oh yeah.
Now that we've had, a good amount of success, it kind of lost some of the shine that it used to have. And being across the country where games aren't on, I'm not going to spend money to watch a terrible team,
Right.
So I still pay attention, but I'm a bad fan. I did go see the Red Sox when they were out here opening weekend this past season, and that was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yep, got a W, and then the Mariners did better the rest of the season, but we got that one.
We got one. We're
Yeah,
fucking
that's all. So I'll take it.
for sure. Have you seen the Savannah Bananas?
Yeah, that stuff is ridiculous.
Dude, have you been to one of those games?
I have not, no.
Uh, so if you have the opportunity,
Hmm.
make a day of it because it is not just go and watch them play for the hour and a half, 2 hours or whatever.
Hmm.
It is a fucking event. I think for us, game time was like 6:45 or 7, and you wanted to be there at like 2:30 or 3. They have like parades and all the players are out there and they're just goofing off, having fun, and then you go in and it's again,
That's cool.
it's fucking
I've wanted to see those guys for a while. Some of the stuff they do, I'm curious why they're not actually in Major League Baseball. Because if you can catch a line drive doing a backflip, I feel like you can probably catch a line drive not doing a backflip.
right.
But
Well, I think my understanding is that when it started, it was old pro players
okay.
that were in there doing it. And I'm not sure what that looks like now with staffing, but obviously they've got the Savannah Bananas and a couple other teams that they do their thing with. But you're right. Like they're fucking athletes, dude. They're
Yeah, right?
pitching on stilts. What the hell?
Yeah. And throwing strikes. That's wild.
I can't even imagine what that's like. But then they get out there and everyone's dancing and what a fucking great time it is.
Again, I'm not that talented.
Yeah. No, me neither. So like stand up and do this. And I'm like tumbling over people and shit. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to hit you. I'm so sorry, dude.
There's a reason I just stand in the back and stare at my pedal board.
Right.
I know my limitations.
Oh fuck. Okay, so we've legalized Lex April 18th and 19th. It is at Al's Bar in Lexington, Kentucky. Obviously, I'm going to pull this up so I can name a bunch of the bands, um, because I want to actually name all of the bands. I don't want to miss anyone. We've got Horseburner, Temple of the Fuzzwitch, You Fucking Amazing Dudes, and Hashtronaut, Rebreather, Friendship Commander, of course, Crop,
Fuck
um,
yeah.
She, who fucking they jam. They're a fucking amazing band. Swamp Hawk, another amazing
Yep.
band. Um, Weed Demon, uh, Blind Scryer. I'm just so you for all you out there, I'm just naming amazing bands. There's not a band on this bill that I feel is lesser than any of the others. I think they all fucking jam. Um, Storm Toker, if you
That's such a cool name.
dude, I saw them for the first time at Legalize Lex last year,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say this, and I hope they don't take offense to it, but they do this doom with like a saxophone, so it's like it has this it's like skadoom. Um
Skadoom.
it's it's so weird, but it's fucking it works so good.
Yeah. Resin has a saxophone that works so cool. It's such a cool addition.
Yeah. Um Radian, Veilcast, Star Viper, Sympathy Jar, and of course Pond Digger.
Hell yeah.
I think there might be one or two more that might get added a little later, but there's not a bad fucking band on there. Kellen, thank you for taking time out of your day to come and bullshit and chat with me about the band and Legalize Lex and well, shit, baseball.
Dude, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait to be back in Lexington. Can't wait to party with all the dudes at Legalize. So can't wait to see you there, dude.
Yeah, I'll definitely see you there. Hopefully we don't have a fucking wedding this time. Did you hear about that?
No.
Real quick, just our final thoughts story. So, oh, they were right across the street from the bar. Someone was having an outdoor wedding.
Okay.
The first band that played Legalized last year was Period Sex. And I fucking promise you, it was, I can only imagine what the people at the wedding were going on while they were playing. But you could see them like look across the street, like, what the fuck is going on? They came over and were like, hey, sorry, you guys got to cut it out. Nope, like I hate it for you. Sorry, you guys got free music for the wedding, but um, it,
Oh my God. I honestly hope that happens. That would that would that would be it. That would be it for me.
be fucking dude. 2 years in a row, we would just have to call it like wedding legalized Lex or whatever.
Yeah. Legalize wedding festival and
Yeah.
convention.
Oh shit. Well, that'd be a good way to promote it. All right, Kellen, go have a great day, dude.
Likewise, dude. Thank you
Thanks,
so
brother.
much.
Yep. See ya.